Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are in another lecture related to science from 4 class that relates to our second lecture, chapter number 2, characteristics and needs of living things. First of all, we would define that what are living things. Living things are those organisms which can breathe, which can move, and these are some of the main characteristics of the living organisms. And today we would describe that what are the characteristics of living organisms, how do we consider them that these are the living organisms. We are continuing because from first chapter there were 27 points and this is the 28th point. The characteristics of an organism that he she inherits are called traits. Traits means those characteristics of an organism which an organism takes from the parents. For example, the parents of human beings have blue eyes, so the children will also have blue eyes. For an instance, the earlobe of the parents is attached with the face, so the earlobes of the children will also be attached with the face. If the earlobe is separate, the earlobe of the children will also be separate. These are some of the characteristics. If the height of the parents is high, the height of the children will also be long. If the height of the parents is low, the height of the children will also be less. These are called the traits. There are different traits all of these traits are inherited by the parents. 29. Life cycle of butterfly is the life cycle. Every animal has a life cycle. We human beings have also a life cycle. Some animals are those animals which have a different life cycle and some have different life cycle. For an instance, when a child is born in kind of the same shape as the child is born in kind of the same shape as it is in adult life. It's okay. So it is in the adult life, whereas there are some animals like insects, for example the butterfly is completely in a different shape than its adult form. So the life cycle of a butterfly is egg. First, when the adult butterfly hatches, so these are called the eggs. Then eggs after some time become larva, and the larva after some time becomes a pupa, and the pupa becomes adult butterfly after some time. Egg develops into larva and larva develops into pupa, and then it becomes an adult butterfly. Larva of butterfly is called caterpillar also. Larva is also called caterpillar. Both larva, caterpillar are same things. And then pupa of butterfly is also called chrysalis. Pupa, which is the third stage of a butterfly, is also called chrysalis. Chrysalis. Now, after this life cycle of a butterfly, we would have another life cycle, the life cycle of a toad, life cycle of a frog. That is another animal, so that we may understand the examples of it better. Life cycle of frog is, first of all, it is spawn. The eggs of the toad or frog are called spawn, and then those eggs of the frog develop into tadpole. Tadpoles are small frogs which have a tail also. After a tadpole, it becomes a froglet, means a small frog. It is same like the tadpole as well as the frog. And after the frog, when it develops further, it becomes an adult frog. So spawn, which are the eggs, then tadpole, and after that froglet, and then frog completely. Frog eggs are also called spawn. As we mentioned it here, that the eggs of frog are called spawn. They are very small. And then spawn of frog develops into tadpole, as we mentioned from here. The spawn, which are the eggs, they become tadpole, and the tadpole develops into a complete frog or froglet. Froglet means small frog, and a complete adult frog is called the frog. This chapter, which was called the characteristics and needs of living things, ended over here, and then we have chapter number 3, food and health, which is a very important chapter, not only at that level of 4 class but also at all levels, as we'll be studying this For the PST, JEST, as PST and JEST notes, we would come to know that this is the most important chapter that even the adults for their life must also know. Let's get started. Carbohydrates are the major source of quick energy foods. Sometimes we need quick energy food, that we eat the food and at the same time we have the energy, as there are energy drinks as well. So carbohydrates are the major source of quick energy foods from which we get quick energy. Minerals are the main source of body growth. We grow and develop. Development is of our mind and growth is the physical growth of our body. So the minerals are there which help us to grow our body. Our hands become large, our face becomes larger, our body grows, there is our body growth. So this all growth is because of the minerals that are found in different type of foods. From different type of foods, we remember that the scientists and the doctors tell us to eat different sort of foods. Sometimes eat pulses, sometimes eat flesh, and all the sorts of food which Allah Almighty has created for us. So when we eat different sort of foods, we get different kind of vitamins that are present in different kind of foods. Therefore, eating a balanced diet from different sort of foods is quite essential. Vitamins are mainly found in fruits and vegetables. We see there are a lot of vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, and the sources of all these vitamins are different. But mostly the vitamins are found in fruits and vegetables. Now, milk, meat, eggs, and pulses provide protein. Protein is also very important part of our nutrition and diet. Milk of any animal like goat, buffalo, which are the halal animals, and meat also of the halal animals like buffalo, cow, ox, goat, sheep, etc. Eggs of hen and eggs of different halal animals, and pulses which are called dalein. They provide us with the protein, and protein helps to make our body strong. If there is any injury, these injuries are also fixed by the protein. So the sources of protein are these things. Vitamins protect our body from illnesses. Whatever vitamins are there which are found in fruits and vegetables, these all vitamins protect us from illnesses, means they give us immunity against all the diseases. Fats are found in oil, butter, and margarine. Fats which are also in the form of, like in the list of carbohydrates, minerals, vitamins, proteins, etc. Fats are also in the same list. So fats are found in oil, butter, and margarine. Oil, whatever sort of oils are there, like coconut oil, sesame oil, whatever sort of oils you can find. So, and fats are also found in the butter. Butter is a dairy product, means the product of milk. And margarine, which is a white substance found naturally. Night blindness is prevented by vitamin A. Vitamin A, as we told earlier, the vitamins are found in vegetables, so vitamin A is found in carrot. And because of, if someone has lots of vitamin A, so night blindness is prevented by vitamin A. Night blindness means that a person is not able to see in darkness at the night time. So it is prevented by vitamin A. Vitamin B complex is also called vitamin B1, prevents beriberi. Beriberi is a disease. This is a disease in which the nerves of a person become inflamed. They become so fatty. Like this is the nerve, so it will become very fatty. So this beriberi is a disease which is lessened by having vitamin B complex, or vitamin B1 is another name of it. Moving forward, we have vitamin C, which strengthens our immune system. An immune system is a system in our body that helps us prevent diseases like flu, cold, fever, whatever diseases, small sort of diseases are there, disorders are there. So vitamin C helps us prevent them. And then we have vitamin C, which prevents scurvy disease. Vitamin C prevents scurvy disease. Scurvy is such type of disease because of which our body completely becomes weak, and vitamin C prevents it. Scurvy is such a disease in which our body becomes weak. First of all, our bones become weak and we are not able to stand properly and do anything properly. Vitamin D strengthens our bones. Vitamin D source is also the sun's energy. It's also found in some vitamins and vegetables, some fruits and vegetables. So vitamin D strengthens our bones. Our bones become strong by the help of vitamin D. Vitamin D prevents rickets disease. Rickets is a disease, RACKETS. Rickets is a disease which is prevented by vitamin D. Rickets means the weakening of bones. The bones become completely feeble and they are easily broken if someone has not a sufficient amount of vitamin D. Proteins are building blocks of body. Our body, as I told earlier, is made up by the proteins. If there is an injury, we have protein. Doctors say us that have meat, have fish, etc. In order to have a proper amount of protein in our body so that our injuries are cured. Our flesh, the flesh of our body is made of proteins. Whatever flesh is on our body, that is also made of proteins and it is also recovered by proteins. Deficiency of iron causes anemia. Iron is also in this list of carbohydrates, minerals, vitamins, etc. fats. And when we have deficiency of iron, then we have anemia. Now, what is anemia? Anemia means the lack of blood. Deficiency of blood in our body is called anemia. Deficiency of calcium causes rickets. Rickets, as we mentioned here, same disease if there's vitamin D, if there is scarcity of vitamin D, or if there's scarcity of calcium in our body, then we develop rickets. Deficiency of copper causes kidney problems. Kidney, which is an integral part of our body, if you don't have a sufficient amount of copper in your diet, you would have kidney problems. Deficiency of magnesium causes osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is the thinning of bones in older women. If the older women have deficiency of magnesium, which usually happens, then these older women develop osteoporosis, which means they have inflammation and thinning in bones. The bones become thin, the bones become hollow. Inside of the bones do not have the bone and they become completely hollow. Deficiency of protein causes marasmus. Marasmus is another disease and it is caused because of the deficiency of protein. Marasmus means malnutrition, malnourishment in children. The children do not have complete nourishment and they become very feeble, very weak, very insipid if they do not have a proper amount of protein. Weight loss of children is due to marasmus. They also become very light in weight because of the deficiency of the proper amount of protein. Kwashiorkor is due to lack of iron. When we have lack of iron in our body, then we develop a disease called kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is severe malnutrition in infants. Infants means those children which are very small and they are still on feeding of mother. They feed on the milk of the mother. So kwashiorkor is caused by deficiency or lack of iron. Hygiene means keeping oneself clean. If you keep yourself clean, your body clean, it means hygiene. Today we discussed two of the chapters. Chapter 2, characteristics and needs of living things, and another chapter, food and health. These were all the things which we discussed over here, and I hope you all understood. If there is any question, so you can ask at the end of this session. Thank you so much.